In the year 2073, humanity believed it had finally conquered the Earth. Our cities floated on oceans. Deserts bloomed with forests of solar panels. And technology had solved problems our ancestors could only dream of. We thought we were masters of our world. But one quiet morning, something happened that no supercomputer, no brilliant scientist, had ever predicted. High above the vast Pacific Ocean, the sky began to tremble. It started as a thin, glowing crack, like a single silver hair stretched across the clouds. On the ground, the world's creatures sensed it first. Birds broke their formations, flying in chaotic, strange patterns. In the deep seas, whales dove to depths never before recorded, fleeing an invisible disturbance. Animals, with their ancient instincts, felt a change that we, with all our technology, had missed. Global science agencies scrambled. Satellites were retasked, focusing all their lenses on this bizarre anomaly. What they found was both fascinating and terrifying. It wasn't an object hurtling toward us, nor was it a storm brewing in our atmosphere. It was a distortion, an invisible wave of energy, ancient and unbelievably powerful, moving slowly but surely toward Earth. After days of frantic analysis, the truth was revealed. This was a cosmic pulsar remnant of a dying star that had collapsed millions of light-years away, in a distant corner of the galaxy. Its final breath, a wave of pure energy, had traveled across the cosmos for eons, and by a 1 in a trillion chance, its trajectory was set to intersect with our tiny blue planet. The predictions were dire. Scientists calculated that when this pulse hit the surface, it would wreak havoc on a planetary scale. It could instantly shut down every electrical grid, plunging the world into darkness. It would scramble the natural navigational abilities of animals, leading to mass confusion and ecological disaster. Worst of all, it threatened to weaken our planet's magnetic shield, our only defense against the harsh radiation of space. Panic began to ripple across the globe. News channels, once filled with stories of progress, now broadcast rumors of doomsday. Fear, a feeling we thought we had largely overcome, crept back into the hearts of billions. But in the face of this unprecedented threat, something incredible happened. Leaders, scientists, and environmental guardians from every nation put aside their differences and gathered, not to argue, but to act. Humanity decided to face the trembling sky, together. The first line of defense was a marvel of modern engineering, the planetary electromagnetic shield. For years, it had been a theoretical project, a network of thousands of satellites, designed to form a protective electromagnetic bubble around Earth. Now, it was our only hope. Engineers worked around the clock, activating the system for the first time. Its mission was to absorb the initial shock of the cosmic pulse, and redirect its immense energy safely away from the planet. Meanwhile, a second, equally vital operation began. Biologists and conservationists launched the Wildlife Signal Network. They deployed millions of biodegradable microsensors across the globe, devices designed to track the behavior of animals in real time, from the mighty elephants roaming the African savannas to the delicate migratory birds crossing continents. Every sudden change in movement, every panicked stampede, provided crucial data. This information helped scientists create a live map, predicting the exact impact zones of the pulse with stunning accuracy. It was a network built not of wires and code, but of the planet's own living inhabitants. Below the surface of the waves, another plan was put into motion. To protect the rich biodiversity of our oceans, engineers activated subsurface calm zones. These were vast, quiet regions created using advanced sound dampening technology. As the energy pulse approached, these zones would become sanctuaries, allowing whales, dolphins, and countless species of fish to find shelter from the incoming shockwave, preserving the delicate balance of marine life. But the final, and perhaps most profound, part of the plan required the cooperation of every single person on Earth. A global consensus was reached for something that had never been done before in human history. For 8 minutes, the calculated duration of the pulse's passage, the entire world would voluntarily power down. All non-essential electronics would be turned off. The moment arrived. One by one, city lights dimmed. The hum of factories fell silent. For a few minutes, our bright, noisy world returned to a state of quiet anticipation. People stepped out of their homes, away from their screens, and stood together in the twilight, looking up at the sky. Strangers in city squares, families on rooftops, villagers in remote fields, all united in a shared silent vigil. And then, it happened. The cosmic pulse struck. The sky didn't explode in fire, but instead, it lit up with a soft, shimmering wave of ethereal blue light. The very air around us seemed to ripple, like the surface of a pond. A low, gentle hum resonated through the ground. A vibration felt more in the soul than in the body. The force that could have shattered our civilization was weakened, tamed by our collective efforts. The satellite shield absorbed the brunt of the energy, glowing brilliantly as it redirected the cosmic power. The animals, guided by the network, had already found safety. The oceans remained calm, their inhabitants sheltered in the deep, silent zones. And humanity, instead of cowering in fear, watched in silent awe. The trembling sky had become a light show of cosmic proportions. In the days that followed the event, a profound realization settled over humanity. We understood, for the first time, just how fragile our existence truly was, and how incredibly powerful we could be when we stood united. The day the sky trembled wasn't remembered as a near disaster, but as a moment of awakening. A new global agreement was formed, a promise not just to each other, but to the planet itself. We vowed to protect our world proactively, before disaster strikes. We agreed to respect the warning signs of nature, to listen to the silent wisdom of the earth. We committed to using our technology responsibly, as a tool for preservation, not just progress. We promised to listen to our scientists and environmental experts, and above all, to act together, as one people, not as divided nations. The story of the day the sky trembled became a legend, a reminder passed down through generations. A reminder that Earth will always face unexpected dangers from the vast, unpredictable universe. But as long as humans stand together, as long as we remember that we are all crewmates on this beautiful, fragile spaceship, we can protect not only ourselves, but every creature living with us, under the very same sky. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more tales of wonder and hope.